Hello Swatantra TV viewers. I am Mahima, welcoming you to our English bulletin with latest news, updates and analysis. The Congress on Tuesday claimed that the Delhi Police's summons to Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy is yet another nail in the coffin of free and fair elections, and asked whether Prime Minister Narendra Modi is afraid that the Chief Minister will torpedo his party's prospects. Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh's remarks came a day after the Delhi police summoned Reddy on 1st May for questioning in a case of a doctored video of Union Home Minister Amit Shah's speech circulating on social media. Police in some BJP-ruled states also swung into action, making the first arrest in Assam in connection with the case. Ahead of the Prime Minister's rallies in Telangana, Ramesh said on X, "Why does the Prime Minister fear Chief Minister Revant Reddy?" Where are the central funds that had been promised to Telangana? The moment Congress leaders make posts critical of the BJP, the Prime Minister advances the police to knock at their doors. Meanwhile, the Delhi police is quiet while the BJP creates and circulates fake videos of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, he said. This police action is not just a double standard but also an affront to Telangana's people. After their lackluster performance in the first two phases, the BJP has become increasingly desperate. Is the Prime Minister afraid that Chief Minister Revant Reddy will torpedo his party's prospects in a free and fair election? Ramesh said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said Indian government's approach on tackling terror has seen a sea change compared to what was followed during the Congress regime. During the Congress regime, the news headlines were of India handing over another dossier to Pakistan about terror activities. Some of our friends in media used to clap after any such dossier was sent, Modi said at an election rally in Maharashtra's Latur. Today, India doesn't send dossiers. Today, India kills terrorists on their own turf, Modi said. Modi also claimed that the India bloc has come up with a formula whereby the parties in the opposition alliance will get the PM's post for 1 year each if they come to power. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said rivals who are unable to take on the BJP-led government are misusing technology to circulate fake videos on social media. Opponents are using artificial intelligence to distort quotes of leaders like him, Modi said, addressing an election rally in Dharashiv district of Maharashtra.
एक बहुत खतरनाक प्लान बनाया है। कांग्रेस कहती है कि वो पहले देशवासियों की कमाई का एक्सरे करेगी, फिर आपकी संपत्ति पर कब्जा करेगी और फिर उसे अपने वोट बैंक को बांट देगी। आप मुझे बताइए, आप अपनी संपत्ति कांग्रेस को देना चाहेंगे क्या? उनकी सरकार कब्जा करना चाहे, कब्जा करने देंगे क्या? ये आपकी गाढ़ी कमाई, मेहनत की कमाई, उसको लूटने देंगे क्या? कांग्रेस की नजर सिर्फ आपकी वर्तमान कमाई पर ही नहीं है, लेकिन आप जो संपत्ति अपने बच्चों के लिए जोड़ रहे हैं, उस पर भी कांग्रेस गीध नजर लगा करके बैठी हुई। आपने सुना होगा उनके महाशय क्या कह रहे हैं? अब हमारे देश में तो खुद मेहनत करते हैं, भोग नहीं करते हैं, जरूरत से ही जिंदगी पूरी करते हैं.
Former Congress President Rahul Gandhi on Tuesday claimed that if the BJP returns to power at the center, it will tear apart and throw away the constitution which granted rights to the poor, Dalits, scheduled tribes and the other backward classes. Addressing a rally in Madhya Pradesh's Bhind district, Gandhi, while holding a copy of the constitution book, said the ongoing Lok Sabha poll is not a normal election, but a fight between two ideologies. The poor, scheduled tribes, other backward classes got several rights because of the constitution which also gave the people Magnrega, land rights, reservation, and other things. If the BJP comes to power, it will throw away and tear apart this constitution, he claimed. The Prime Minister, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and their MPs have made up their mind that if they get elected, they will tear apart and throw the constitution book. The BJP wants this book to be thrown away and 20 to 25 billionaires should run the country, he said. If the ruling dispensation is not against reservation, then why it is privatizing public sector units, the railways and other sectors, he asked. Gandhi also said that if the Congress comes to power, it will make crores of women rich through its Mahalakshmi Yojana.
अदानी को बिना मजदूरी बिना कुछ लाखों करोड़ रुपए देते हैं तो कहते हैं देखो 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 विकास हो रहा है. हमने मनरेगा किया, मजदूरी के लिए पैसा दे रहे हैं और कहते हैं गरीबों की आदत बिगाड़ रहे हैं. गरीबों को पैसा दो तो आदत बिगाड़ रहे हो और अरबपतियों को पैसा दो तो देखो विकास हो रहा है. तो हमने मन बना लिया है, 10 रुपए उनको मिलेंगे तो 10 रुपए आपको मिलेंगे, लाख रुपए उनको मिलेंगे तो लाख रुपए आपको मिलेंगे, करोड़ रुपए मिलेंगे तो करोड़ रुपए मिलेंगे, 1000 करोड़ मिलेंगे तो 1000 करोड़ मिलेंगे. जितना उन्होंने 10 साल में उनको दिया ना, हम आपको देने जा रहे हैं. नरेंद्र मोदी जी की अदानी और अंबानी के साथ फोटो तो देखी है ना, मगर नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मुंह से आपने अंबानी शब्द कभी सुना, अदानी शब्द कभी सुना? नहीं. मेरी फोटो देखी उनके साथ कभी, मगर मेरे मुंह से शब्द निकलता है अदानी अंबानी, है ना? फर्क समझो. मैं आपका हूं, वो उनके हैं.
The Supreme Court on Tuesday grilled the Enforcement Directorate on the timing of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's arrest ahead of the general elections and sought a reply from the agency. A bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Deepankar Datta asked Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju to reply on the question of the timing and said, life and liberty are exceedingly important. That can't be denied. The bench, which asked Raju several other questions, asked the probe agency to reply on the next date of hearing of Kejriwal's plea challenging his arrest in the money laundering case related to the excise policy scam. The matter is likely to be taken up for hearing on Friday. Kejriwal is currently lodged in the Tihar jail here under judicial custody after his arrest on 21st March in the case. The top court issued Enforcement Directorate a notice on 15th April and sought its response to Kejriwal's plea. The matter pertains to alleged corruption and money laundering in the formulation and execution of the Delhi government's now scrapped excise policy for 2021 to 22. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann on Tuesday met his Delhi counterpart Arvind Kejriwal in Tihar jail and said the AAP Supremo asked him to actively campaign for India bloc candidates in the Lok Sabha elections. Mann told reporters that Kejriwal's health is fine, he is getting insulin and undergoing regular checkups. The Delhi Chief Minister asked people not to worry about him and exercise their franchise during the elections, he said. This was Mann's second meeting in jail with Kejriwal in a fortnight. Mann told reporters that he met Kejriwal the same way he met him the first time. They were separated by an iron mesh. This could be the height of their hatred. Arvind Kejriwal has asked him to tell people not to worry about him and vote. Please vote to save democracy, Mann said.
और सबसे बड़ी बात जो आज मैं आपको बतानी चाहता हूं, जो मैं अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को बताई, कि आज ही रिजल्ट आए हैं पंजाब में सरकारी स्कूल के 158 बच्चों ने 158 सरकारी स्कूलों के 158 बच्चों ने जेईई का परिणाम जो मेन होता है वो पास कर लिया। ये पहली बार हुआ है। इस पर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी बहुत खुश हुए और उन्होंने कहा यही शिक्षा क्रांति हमारे सपनों में थी। उन्होंने कहा कि मेरी तरफ से सभी सरकारी अध्यापकों को और जो 158 बच्चे जिन्होंने जेईई क्लियर किया उनके माता पिता को, उनके पेरेंट्स को मेरी तरफ से बधाई देना। तो ये पहली बार हुआ है कि सरकारी स्कूलों के बच्चों ने जेईई का परिणाम क्लियर किया और ये हमारा सपना सच होने वाली बात है।
JDS on Tuesday suspended its Hassan MP Prajwal Revanna from the party with immediate effect over an alleged sex scandal involving him. The suspension came minutes after the party core committee that met in Hubballi recommended his suspension to its national president and former Prime Minister H.D. Deve Gowda, who is also Revanna's grandfather. Videos of Hassan MP Prajwal Revanna allegedly harassing women are widely in circulation on social media, and this has caused huge embarrassment to the party and its leadership, the suspension order said. Stating that the Congress government in Karnataka has constituted a special investigation team to investigate this, it said, in this backdrop, as per JDS party constitution and rules regarding breach of discipline and punishment, Prajwal Revanna has been suspended with immediate effect. The suspension order, signed by Party General Secretary K.R. Shivkumar, was released to the media following approval from the JDS National President. Prajwal is the BJP-JDS alliance's candidate from Hassan, which went to the polls on Friday. The 33-year-old is the son of H.D. Deve Gowda's elder son H.D. Revanna, who is an MLA and a former minister. Prajwal's uncle H.D. Kumaraswamy is state president of JDS. Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy during the election campaign at Madhukur said that opposition leader N. Chandrababu Naidu is a king liar. Jagan Mohan Reddy said that Naidu is fuming with anger whenever his government announced the schemes it had implemented for the benefit of the poor and deprived sections of the society. Naidu, with the help of the yellow media, film actor turned politician Pawan Kalyan and BJP Andhra Pradesh unit president Purnadeshwari ganged up to deprive the poor of welfare schemes. The chief minister came down heavily on the abusive language being used by Naidu and Pawan Kalyan against him. The duo ganged up because they knew that they cannot take on him individually.
ఈ మధ్యనే చంద్రబాబు వయసు 75 దాటింది. ఇంత జీవితం వెన్నుపోట్లు, మోసాలు, అబద్ధాలతోనే, కుట్రలతోనే గడిచిపోయింది. కనీసం ఇప్పుడైనా కూడా వయసు పెరిగింది కదా, 75 సంవత్సరాలు వచ్చాయి కదా, కనీసం ఇప్పుడైనా కూడా మనిషిలో పశ్చాత్తాపం కనిపిస్తుందా అని చూస్తే అలాంటి మంచి లక్షణం ఒక్కటైనా కూడా ఈ బాబులో వచ్చింది లేనే లేదు. నేను వరుస పెట్టి మనందరి ప్రభుత్వం అమలు చేస్తా ఉన్న స్కీముల లిస్టులు చదువుతా ఉంటే ఈ చంద్రబాబుకు పిచ్చి కోపం వస్తా ఉంది. నేను చదివే మన స్కీముల లిస్టు గతంలో ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో ఎప్పుడూ జరగనట్టుగా మనందరి పాలనలో ఈ 58 నెలల్లోనే ఎలా అడుగులు పడ్డాయో ఒక్కొక్కసారి చూడమని అడుగుతా ఉన్నా.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday tore into the Congress saying as long as he was alive he won't allow reservation for Muslims on the basis of religion at the cost of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other backward classes. Addressing a poll rally in Medak district, Modi exuded confidence that he will celebrate 75 years of the constitution on a grand scale in his third term. In a veiled attack on Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy, Modi alleged that the money collected in the state through double RR tax is being channeled to Delhi. Targeting the Congress party over the fake video case, he said it was being done to mislead people and create tension in the society. alleging that the Congress would impose 55% inheritance tax if voted to power. Modi said when the whole world was economically progressing, India was suffering from policy paralysis under the previous UPA government. Taking a dig at the Congress, he said whenever the grand old party is in power, it has 5 political symbols: first, false promises; second, vote bank politics; third, supporting mafia and criminals; fourth, dynastic politics; and fifth is corruption.
साथियों, जब तेलंगाना संयुक्त आंध्र प्रदेश का हिस्सा था, तब 2004 और 2009 में उस संयुक्त आंध्र ने कांग्रेस को रिकॉर्ड संख्या में एमपी एमएलए दिए थे। कांग्रेस ने यहाँ एसटी, एससी, बीसी की चिंता करने की जगह उनके आरक्षण पर डाका डालना शुरू कर दिया। कांग्रेस ने सबके आंध्र प्रदेश को तुष्टीकरण की प्रयोगशाला बना दिया था। कांग्रेस ने बीसी के हक का आरक्षण उठाकर मुस्लिमों को दे दिया। RRR फिल्म ने पूरी दुनिया में भारत का नाम रोशन किया, लेकिन ये RRR टैक्स भारत के लिए शर्मिंदगी बढ़ा रहा है। इस RRR टैक्स की तेलंगाना में हर तरफ चर्चा है। चर्चा है कि तेलंगाना के जो उद्योगपति है, जो ठेकेदार है, उनको कुछ परसेंट RRR टैक्स पिछले दरवाजे से देना पड़ रहा है। साथियों, कांग्रेस कहीं भी हो, उसकी पॉलिटिक्स के 5 निशान होते हैं। उसके पंजे जैसे 5 निशान है। पहला, झूठे नारे, झूठे वादे। दूसरा, वोट बैंक की राजनीति। तीसरा, माफियाओं, अपराधियों को बढ़ावा। चौथा, परिवारवाद। और 5वां, करप्शन। इन 5 निशानों से मिलकर कांग्रेस का पंजा बनता है। अब तेलंगाना में भी लोग कांग्रेस के इस पंजे को महसूस कर रहे हैं।
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge on Tuesday criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi for only talking about Muslims and said the poor have more children because of their economic conditions. Modi was frustrated after sensing that the opposition's India bloc was heading for a majority, and hence he was now talking about Mangalsutra and Muslims, Kharge claimed at a rally in Chhattisgarh's Janj-Girchampa district. Campaigning for Shivkumar Dahria, Congress candidate from Janj-Girchampa Lok Sabha constituency, he also said the BJP was seeking to win more than 400 Lok Sabha seats not for the welfare of the poor but to take away their rights. He himself has 5 children but he was the only son of his parents, the Congress president said, adding that his mother, sister and uncle died when their house was set on fire. During an election rally in Rajasthan, PM Modi had said that if Congress came to power, it would redistribute people's wealth to those who have more children and to the infiltrators. He had also cited former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's remark that Muslims had the first claim on the country's resources. The Prime Minister was speaking lies and misleading people, he alleged, claiming that Modi speaks about Hindu-Muslim issues even where Muslims have zero presence.
कांग्रेस वाले 70 साल में क्या किए? अरे भाई, हम तो 55 साल थे। 55 साल में हमने क्या किया, उसका हिसाब हम बताएंगे। तुम 10 साल में क्या किए वो हिसाब बताओ। ನಾವು ಅನೇಕ ರಸ್ತೆಗಳು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ನೀರಾವರಿ ಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮೋದಿನೇ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ? 10 ವರ್ಷನಾಗ ಏನಾರು ಮಾಡ್ದಿದ್ದು? ಬೆಣ್ಣೆತುರ ಅವನೇ ಕಟ್ದ, ನಾರಾಯಣಪುರ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅವನೇ ಕಟ್ದ, ಆಲ್ಮಟ್ಟಿ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅವನೇ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಹೈವೇ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಬೀದರ್ ಟು ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗಾ ಟು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ? ಅರೆ, ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. बता दो, इनको निकाल दो, खरगे जी को निकाल दो। अरे खरगे जी डरने वाला थोड़ी है। ये खरगे जी तो गुलबर्गे में पानी पिया, गुलबर्गे का सर पानी नहीं, और गुलबर्गे का जो पानी पीता है वो किसी को डरता नहीं, और हमको डराने वाले भी कोई नहीं।
9 Maoists, including 3 women, were killed in an encounter with security personnel in a forest along the border of Narayanpur and Kankir districts in Chhattisgarh on Tuesday, state's Deputy Chief Minister Vijay Sharma said. This is the second major strike on Naxalites by security forces in 15 days. Sharma, in a video statement, termed it as a major success in the anti-Naxal operation in the state. According to police, the latest gunfight took place at around 6 a.m. in the forest between Tekmita and Kakur villages in Abujmad area, considered as a stronghold of Naxalites, when a joint team of the District Reserve Guard and Special Task Force was out on an anti-Naxal operation. An AK-47 rifle and a cache of other arms, ammunition and explosives were also seized from the spot, he said, terming the action as a major success. Sharma congratulated the security personnel for the success. He also appealed to Maoists to give up arms and join the mainstream. The identity of the killed Maoists was yet to be ascertained, police said. Equity benchmark indices Sensex and Nifty ended lower on Tuesday as a fag-end sell-off wiped out early gains, with IT and power stocks playing spoilsport amid a mixed trend in global markets. Snapping its two-day winning run, the 30-share BSE Sensex declined 188.50 points or 0.25% to settle at 74,482.78. During the day, it had jumped 440.11 points or 0.58% to 75,111.39. The NSE Nifty dipped 38.55 points or 0.17% to finish at 22,604.85. In the late afternoon trade, the benchmark hit its all-time peak of 22,783.35, up 139.95 points or 0.61%. From the Sensex basket, Tech Mahindra, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, HCL Technologies, Tata Consultancy Services, Larsen & Toubro and Kotak Mahindra Bank were the biggest laggards. Mahindra & Mahindra, Power Grid, Bajaj Finance, IndusInd Bank and Maruti were the major gainers. In Asian markets, Seoul, Tokyo and Hong Kong settled in the positive territory while Shanghai ended lower. European markets were mostly trading lower. Wall Street ended with gains on Monday. Global oil benchmark Brent crude climbed 0.21% to $88.59 a barrel. Foreign institutional investors turned buyers on Monday after continuous offloading. They bought equities worth 169.09 crore rupees, according to exchange data. Piaggio Vehicles rolls out battery subscription model for three-wheelers. Italian auto major Piaggio Group's subsidiary, Piaggio Vehicles Company, on Tuesday announced the launch of a battery subscription model for its electric three-wheelers in 30 key cities. Following the launch of the battery subscription model, customers can now purchase the company's electric three-wheeler for 2.59 lakh rupees, which is ex-showroom price, and subscribe to a Piaggio-approved battery pack for a monthly fee leased through the dealership. Under this model, the vehicle's cost is separated from the battery cost for a customer. Besides affordability, the new initiative addresses the issue of battery anxiety as well, which is a major pain point for an EV customer, and also issues like battery maintenance, lifespan, or replacement, it said. The industry-first battery subscription model removes another barrier to EV adoption by addressing battery concerns and offering a cost-effective ownership option, company chairman and MD Diego Graffi said. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off. Keep watching Swatantra TV.